Salve, povo, dizer com vocês mais uma vez, com mais um episódio de Divinity Original Sin 2. Essa é a minha quarta tentativa de gravação, porque às vezes não parava de gravar e corrompia o vídeo, ou o som não estava saindo direito. Eu espero que agora vá. Neste episódio nós encontraremos os principais e únicos companheiros, Fane, Sebil e Lu... a Fane, o Ifan e a Luz. Eu sei basicamente onde estão todos eles e é isso que a gente vai fazer hoje. Vamos falar aqui com essa criança.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Well, elves eat people and their pets. Elves don't know the alphabet.
The child's eyes grow wide.
People ask you to eat them? Really? Neat. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island. It's a lot nicer out here than outside.
Porque tem os vizinhos aqui fazendo reforma no condomínio deles. E às vezes meus cachorros ficam latindo um pouco.
They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home.
É isso aí. Vamos continuar aqui então. Lembrando que sempre é bom vasculhar tudo.
Garbage.
Ok. E eu só vou mostrar onde estão os outros companheiros. Eu não vou ficar conversando muito com eles, já que eu não vou usá-los, né? Se apertarem a tecla Alt, dá pra ver tudo que tem na volta de vocês. Ó, encontrei uma erva, um graveto curto. E Ctrl dá pra ver a distância que os inimigos conseguem te enxergar. Se estiver perto dos inimigos.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship.
É,
Damn, they made it to shore.
muito longe. Elas estão muito longe, peraí. Vamos ver se eu consigo. Já vai de arrasto. A fuga das galinhas. Não. Golpe com a espada. Bem forte, por sinal. Ai. Ah, lembrando que eu ativei a algibeira de presentes. Graças ao mod que impede com que eu perca as conquistas.
These bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Então agora... Pera aí, só um minuto. Agora sim a algibeira de presentes está ativa. Me dá uma habilidade nova de corrida, que aumenta a nossa velocidade de movimentos. Organiza os meus itens da bolsa. Me dá a habilidade de empatia animal sem eu precisar colocar ponto nisso. E várias outras coisas, como modificação de personagem. ressuscitar os aliados e restaurar pontos de essência quando dorme. Essas coisas. Ó, esse aqui é um livro de criação. Um conselho para o mal armados. Amarre sua faca, canivete, só, se eu tiver, a um pau ao gar. Agora você terá uma espada, mais ou menos. Daí aqui ficam todas as receitas. Tu vai encontrando pelo jogo. Vamos falar aqui com o Sir Lora.
Look here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blasted...
What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive.
But that is no reason to trust it.
Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great acorn is returning in all its wrath. What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this giant for a shield? Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, if it defeated the great acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe.
Ele dizer que ele pode se refugiar na sua
Gags!
sombra.
It speaks our tongue, Quercus. Hush!
What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Salora, grandest of the... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. You give away your trust too easily, my dear steed.
Eu queria que tivesse aquelas cutscenes quando tivesse contendo Baldur's Gate, mas assim já serve também. Seria bem mais legal ver eles interagindo assim. Porque a câmera não chega muito perto, né?
No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our... Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great...
Tá bom. Indo por aqui, ó. A gente encontra o príncipe vermelho. Ele fica refletindo sobre o oceano, pensando no império que ele perdeu. Vamos ver... Aqui pra cima já tá o Forte da Felicidade, se eu não me engano.
A black cat. I like cats, but I wouldn't eat a whole one.
Credo.
Seems we are not the only ones taking on strays.
Olha o gatinho aqui.
No need to be jealous, Quercus.
Cadê?
Fur maketh not the cat.
Vem cá, gato.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Tadinho do gatinho. Antes de eu sair dessa ilha, tem que lembrar de subir aqui. Seja lá como, porque eu não lembro se eu cheguei a subir aqui. Nem sei que item tem nesse baú aqui. Vamos continuar aqui então.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it...
Ah, apertei nele sem querer. Tá, vamos ir para cá. Que aqui perto do Forte da Felicidade tem um caminho oculto. Que leva pra onde o Fane tá. Aqui, ó. Já vamos ali resgatar o Fane. Pera aí, tem uma caixa aqui. Com nada dentro. Vamos aqui resgatar o Fane já.
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh.
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip.
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but exceptionally valuable commodity. A face. A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by... Oh, get away! Monster! Hide the children! You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... Well, not my kind, but those that look like me. So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, please. It is far too complicated. It requires more finesse than can be achieved by a rock tied to a stick. Which, no. But once I have extracted the required material from this specimen, it will all be right. And then I can return to finding my people. I cannot be the last Eternal. At least from this realm. As for the others... I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guy. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this? I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? Splendid. Very well. Let's...
Bora. Agora eu estou com o Fame. Deixa eu organizar aqui. Já tem alguns livros. 1218 a.C. Lucian e o Anel Sombrio. Neste tratado, Crowley, o escriba, faz um grande esforço para documentar a gênese do Anel Sombrio da melhor forma que pode. Em suma, o filho do tio de Lucian, Damien, ficou ressentido com seu pai e se tornou Lorde do Caos, o que parece extremo, mas que, de acordo com Halbert, Damien podia ter tido uma boa razão. Há muito sobre o assassinato de Igerna, amada de Damien por Lucian, pois Sindarte de Damien atraiu uma cabala de párias, desviados, magos malignos e vários outros indivíduos maculados e corrompidos. A cabala se tornou um exército que luta pelo vazio. Desculpa a narração péssima, porque eu não estou conseguindo enxergar quase nada. E o livro do Fame. As crianças seguiram anotações meticulosas que observam a qualidade de hábitos da raça mortais. Ele detalha os alimentos que comem, as roupas que usam, os padrões de linguagem, também inclui alguns diagramas bastante confusos de seus hábitos de acasalamento. Que safadeza, Fame. Tá, deixa eu separar os dois aqui rapidinho. Só pra mim pegar essas outras coisas que estão na volta. Porque esqueleto não leva dano de veneno. Mas sim dano de cura. Vamos ver, aqui tem um livro. Ó, eu posso fazer essas coisas aqui agora, eu só preciso de um balde. E de alguma planta, obviamente, né? Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Que, se não me engano, tem umas tartarugas aqui atrás. Mas vamos vir aqui outra hora, porque eu vou acabar voltando aqui de um jeito ou de outro. Deixa eu ler esse outro livro aqui. Fala sobre como cultivar plantas. E 23 novas receitas. As mudas, ó. Ok. Os dois juntos. Vamos upar o level deles. Eu vou colocar aqui força. E vocês sabem. Aqui eu vou colocar mais um pouco de energia. Eu vou colocar em memória, tem mais pontos apagados em os benefícios. Estou pensando em personagem. Mas eu vou feio. Basicamente eu vou colocar a constituição e a madeira. Depois de inteligência e de constituição. Aqui. Ou seja, redução, redução de diplomacia, resiliência. E a máquina. Então eu vou passar as coisas aqui. Os lados equipamentos. São métodos de geomancia de equipamentos. E aqui, conhecimentos. Beleza. Vamos continuar então.
I repeat myself?
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister. Whatever
Vamos
she may
logo, eu tô
ask.
com fome.
Stay silent, elf!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root.
A minha intenção é ser
Her
o mais
eyes
caótico
squeeze
possível que eu
shut.
conseguir aqui.
Drops of blood form against
A
the
não ser
dagger's
que se
edge
envolvam
and
os
quickly
meus
fall to the
companheiros.
ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the void destroy Dallas.
Yes, your holiness?
I believe we're done here.
O caminho de
What
maior
a waste.
resistência.
Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Que isso? Ah, eu vou te descer no porrada depois, vagabundo. Esse cara parece o desgarrador do Resident Evil 4. Deixa eu falar com o Fane aqui.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
Deixa eu dar uma saboreada nessa perninha gostosa
A
aqui.
single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here.
Ok. Esse tal de Verdes tinha alguma coisa a ver então. Fazer uma cara feliz. Criar uma nova máscara. Feia precisa de uma rasga-rosto. Ou de alguém que possa fazer uma. Beleza, Creuza. Vamos entrar aqui. Que aqui na entrada já tá o Ethan. Deixa eu só ver.
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make me so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his...
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combine.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Vamos falar aqui com o Ifan.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
Não, perfeito. Do jeito que está, tá ótimo.
Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye. Then
Right you are. Lead the...
Lead the way. Vamos entrar aqui. Ok. Mexer aqui na mochila do Ifan. Ok, ok.
Not now.
Agora falta só a luz, que tá bem aqui na frente.
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube. You. Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean. I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. It was a shipwreck, all right. Not much more to say about it, I guess. Papa Joris used to tell me, Losa, he'd say, Losa, you ever find yourself in a sinking ship, follow the rats. They'll find you a way out. Applies to a lot of situations, actually. Vermin tend to know what's what. Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's 'cause you're like a clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Ah, sim, é uma beleza.
So true. And you can stay as long as your heart desires, free. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your... Sounds fine. So, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was easier than I thought, and I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead
the way. A minha ideia é o seguinte. Eu como tanque, a Luz vai ser já carregadora, ela vai ficar de suporte, dando cura e essas coisas. O Ethan vai ficar de assassino. E ficar de encontrar as coisas que tem no caminho, armadilhas, tesouros, essas coisas. E o Fane vai ser o mago de dano. Basicamente isso que eu vou fazer. Deixa eu falar aqui com ela de rapidinho.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Our kind of few here. We must...
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs, I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this.
Valeu.
Thank you.
Figura de madeira. Então tá. Eu acho que eu vou pegar um capacete pra mim. Ou essa calça, na verdade. O que é isso aqui? Armadilha de rajada de fogo não ativada. Deixa eu entregar isso pro Ivo. Deixa eu comer essa cabeça aqui.
You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog. It was your order who did it.
Prêmio socorro. Prêmio socorros. Primeiros socorros. Mais uma verdade. Excelente. Vou deixar aqui no fundo. Ok. Deixa eu equipar aquele item. Alright. Então é isso, gente. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo encontrar algum barzinho aqui pra mim sentar. Alguns banquinhos. É, não tem nada aqui na rota, não. Então é isso. Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado deste vídeo. E quem é esse cara do meu lado? Ah. Tá atrapalhando a thumbnail, cara. Sai. Ah, melhorou. Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado desse vídeo. Ele vai sair em breve. Valeu. Não esqueça de comentar, curtir, compartilhar. E é isso aí. Valeu, falou e até mais.